Hello everyone, my name's Alisha, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I will be sharing with you 5 book covers that I absolutely think are gorgeous. So let's see which ones they are. So the first book on this list is Possess by Gretchen McNeil. I absolutely love this cover. I actually loved reading this book. It was very, very interesting, but if you can see it, the girl, it kind of looks like there's 2 different pictures in this cover, because you can see the girl clearly, but then it also kind of looks like the tree branches that are off on this tree. It kind of looks like there's veins going throughout her face, and it absolutely looks stunning. It looks creepy, and I absolutely enjoyed reading this, and I love the cover so much. This was the first book from Gretchen McNeil that I read, and I absolutely enjoyed it. I will read the synopsis for you before we move on to the next book. The synopsis says, 15-year-old Bridget Lou just wants to be left alone by her overprotective mom, by Matt Quinn, the cute son of a local police sergeant, and by the eerie voices she can suddenly and inexplicably hear. Unfortunately for Bridget, the voices are demons, and Bridget possesses the rare ability to banish them back to whatever hell they came from, literally. Terrified to tell her friends or family about this new power, Bridget confides in San Francisco's senior exorcist, Monsieur Renault. The Monsieur enlists her help in increasingly dangerous cases of demonic possession. But just as she is starting to come to terms with her freakish new role, Bridget receives a startling message from one of the demons. And when one of her oldest friends is killed, Bridget realizes she's in deeper than she ever thought possible. Now she must unlock the secret to the demon's plan before someone else close to her winds up dead, or worse, the human vessel for a demon king. Still sounds so good. I might actually pick this one up and read it again. But let's see what else is on this list. The second book on this list is Poison by Bridget Zinn. This one is absolutely a cute cover. I'm going to try to show it the best I can, but there's some shine to it. But I just love this one. One, for the color. She's got the face of determination, but it looks like she's going through the woods. She's got a little pig friend here that follows her, and if you look, there's actually just like a whole bunch of mushrooms and flowers and things growing, and then in her hand she has a potion bottle. So, and the title is Poison. So it was very interesting to read this one as well. It was a very cute read, very magical, and I think it's due time for me to reread this one as well. But I will read you the synopsis and we'll go from there. So let's read this synopsis. It reads, 16-year-old Kiera, a highly skilled potions master, is the only one who knows that her kingdom is on the verge of destruction, which means she is the only one who can save it. With no other choice, Kiera decides to do what she does best, poison the kingdom's future ruler, who also happens to be her best friend. But for the first time ever, her poisoned dart misses. Now a fugitive instead of a hero, Kiera is caught in a game of hide-and-seek with the king's army and her potioner ex-boyfriend, Hal. At least, she's not alone. She's armed with her vital potions, a 2 cute piglet, and Fred, the charming adventurer she can't stop thinking about. Kiera is determined to get herself a second chance at murder, but will she be able to find and defeat the princess before Hal and the army find her? Read the book and find out more. Again, this one was a really cute read, and like I said, I will be reading this one hopefully in the new year, as I would like to revisit the adventure. Now, on to the rest of the list. The next book on this list is probably everyone's favorite, or at least a lot of people's favorites. So, it is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by J.K. Rowling. I absolutely love all of the covers for the Harry Potter series. I also have the covers for, I believe, the 15-year anniversary covers, the box set, and they are absolutely stunning. I absolutely love how if you open the book all the way, it is one complete picture, but just the cover alone says a lot, and it says a whole bunch about the story. I reread these almost every year just to, one, read them, and two, to partake in the magical world of Harry Potter. I'm a huge fan, and if some of you don't know, I have been sorted, and I am a Ravenclaw. So, of course I have to love the books and read the books and rewatch the movies almost on a yearly basis. I won't read the synopsis for this one mainly because everyone knows the story of Harry Potter, the boy who lived, and how he defeated he who shall not be named. So, let's move on. The next book on this list is The Selection by Kiera Cass. This one, when I first discovered it and heard the people on BookTube talking about it, it was first described to me as the Hunger Games meets The Bachelor or Bachelorette. And I was like, how can those two fit together? I have to read it. I read it, absolutely fell in love with the series, and I love all of the covers. Each cover has the girl on it, and she's in a different colored dress. This is the first one from the original trilogy, and it's absolutely stunning. The way that she looks in the mirrors, and you can see different angles of the dress, it's just breathtaking. I absolutely do love this. I can tell you that the way it fits with the Hunger Games and the Bachelorette scheme is basically there is a prince in this book. 35 girls go to the palace and they are weeded out as if they were going through the Bachelor, and only one of them can win and become the next queen. And the reason it fits with the Hunger Games is because in the country of Ilia, there are castes. And depending on what caste number you are, depending on what kind of job you can get, and you can only have that kind of job. America, that's her name, the main character, she was in the caste 5, so she was only able to have whatever jobs they could have in caste 5. I'll read you the synopsis and then we'll move on to the final book. And the synopsis for this one says, for 35 girls, the selection is the chance of a lifetime, the opportunity to escape the life laid out for them since birth, to be swept up in a world of glittering gowns and priceless jewels, to live in a palace and compete for the heart of gorgeous Prince Maxon. But for America Singer, being selected is a nightmare. It means turning her back on her secret love with Aspen, who is a caste below her, leaving her home to enter a fierce competition for a crown she doesn't want, living in a palace that is constantly threatened by violent rebel attacks. Then America meets Prince Maxon. Gradually, she starts to question all the plans she's made for herself and realizes that the life she's always dreamed of may not compare to a future she never imagined. Again, if you haven't checked out this one, I highly recommend it, and I think you'll like it. The last book on this list is Teardrop by Lauren Kate. This one I absolutely think is gorgeous, just the colors alone really, and if you notice, she has a gown on, but the gown goes from gown and then it turns into water. It's absolutely amazing. I will read the synopsis for this one. The synopsis says, never ever cry. Eureka Bodor's mother drilled that rule into her daughter years ago. But now her mother is gone, and everywhere Eureka goes, he is there. Ander, the tall, pale blonde boy who seems to know things he shouldn't. He tells Eureka she is in grave danger, who comes closer to making her cry than anyone has before. But Ander doesn't know Eureka's darkest secret. Ever since her mother drowned in a freak accident, Eureka wishes she were dead too. She has little left that she cares about, just her oldest friend, Brooks, and a strange inheritance, a locket, a letter, a mysterious stone, and an ancient book no one understands. The book contains a haunting tale about a girl who got her heart broken and cried an entire continent into the sea. And something about the story is uncannily familiar. Eureka is about to discover that the ancient tale is more than a story, that Ander might be telling the truth, and that her life has far darker undercurrents than she ever imagined. From Lauren Kate comes an epic saga of heart-stopping romance, devastating secrets, and dark magic. A world everything you love can be washed away. So, if I remember correctly, and I do need to read this one so I can read the sequel, this is a retelling of the city of Atlantis. And so she is tied into that, and I believe that's where the locket and the stone and the book come in. But this one I absolutely loved. The cover is gorgeous. I love the blues, the purples, and the pinks. I love her dress and how it turns into water as it cascades down the cover. If you haven't read this one and you like Tales of City of Atlantis, I highly recommend this one. Well, that's all for me in this video, guys. If you have read any of those books, please leave me a comment down below and let me know if you liked them or not, or if you're interested in reading them. But that's all, and I will see you guys in my next video. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Bye, guys.